Well, hello, folks. It's another July evening here at the cabin up on Lazy Mountain in Alaska, USA. Welcome to another edition of My Alaskan Backyard. Tonight we're just gonna goof off. I'm gonna show you some photos and film that I've shot in the last couple of days. Oh, probably last week. Yeah, about last week. I'm going to have a little beer and relax. And we're going to play around. If it works out right, we'll go ahead and upload it to my friends at BitChute. And then from there, we'll share it elsewhere. So, let's get on with it. Okay, let me go here. Where's my application? There she is. And let's pop her over. We'll look at some of the stuff we've done. Let me see here. Get her big there. All right. Okay, well, we went up in Hatchery Pass just a few days ago. I think it was Tuesday, yeah. Let me show you what the pass looks like. And this is like midsummer. Keep in mind we haven't had any rain whatsoever in the last 3 weeks, and we got forest fires going on everywhere. Here we are up in the Hatchery Pass again. And it's a Tuesday. Nobody around. We're on the Archangel Road. We drove back there and did some hiking, and the flies and stuff were just too bad. And it was straight up, so as you can see, it's really, the forest fires are still going everywhere, and it's really smoky. Look at that. But there's some good stuff here. Look at the fireweed. Lots of fireweed. Pretty flowers everywhere. So we're going to go up and see if we can find the whistle pigs. Or marmots, what you guys call them. Call them whistle pigs. So stay tuned. You're in on My Alaskan Backyard. Yeah, if you look over there in the distance, there's actually mountains, but it's so much wood smoke's in the air from all those forest fires that that's all you can see. Is gray. It's pretty pathetic. And let's see. Here's a little bit more video I shot up there. This shows you all the fireweed going all the way up the mountain. Here's just a pretty fern. We were on a road up to there are all kinds of pretty flowers up here. A little bit from Summit Lake. This is our whistle pig spot. Maybe we'll find some whistle pigs today. That'd be cool. Yeah, usually there's a whole colony of them laying there, but as normal, whenever you get your camera out, they disappear. They're nowhere to be found. There's the view back down towards Palmer. Palmer's in between these two hills down there. Let's see what this says. So here we are up on the side of the mountain here. On the way to Summit Lake. That's the view looking down. So you can see the forest fires throughout the state are filling the sky with smoke. Nothing but smoke. So, rather smoky.
Yeah, just a bit smoky. Just a bit. Let's see, where are we at now? Okay, this is, we climbed up to Summit Lake from a little farther down there in Hatcher Pass, and I think we're up the summit right now here. Let's play this and see. Yep, Hatcher Pass.
Well, here we are up at Hatcher Pass. Elevation 3,000 some feet. So we're going to walk around and mess around for a bit. Stay with us, tune in, and enjoy. All right. Be back in a minute.
There's some more. The shot there. There's a. This is the Willow, looking down into the Willow Valley up in Hatcher Pass. On this side of the pass is the Willow Mining District. On the other side is the Hatcher Pass Mining District. This is a very old mining district here.
Well, there's the Willow side of Hatcher Pass. And there's some active gold claims on that side. You can see. If I can zoom in for you. Let's see. Can I zoom in or not?
Sponsor me.
Yeah, there it goes. Right there's some active claims right there. And then there's a road that goes up to an active mine. More active mines up there. They're still pulling gold out of this place. The only reason they stopped was back in World War II. They stopped. Price of gold went way down. And they needed the manpower and equipment for the war effort.
Let's see what else we got here. This was weird. I hadn't seen this before. Somebody put a monument to their parents there. Up there at Hatcher Pass. I don't know how they got permission to do this or whether it's authorized or not, but this was the only one I've seen up there. And it looked pretty cool, so here, take a look.
Now we come across the memorial to somebody. Up here in the pass. Let's see if we can frame it for you. And a beautiful place to have it. Overlooking everything. It's awesome.
Let's see here what I got going. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry for a minute there, I got lost. Okay, let's get back to it here. All right, so this is Hatcher Pass area. I just want to show you folks the some of the vegetation here. If you look real close, you can see. You know, you got willows here, willow bushes there. This is fireweed growing up there, and it's a pretty cool area. Here's another one, fireweed. You know, just meadows of fireweed there. And is this a still or is this a movie? That's a still. That's the road up to Archangel Valley, which is around this curve. This goes way back, like 40 miles back that way. Nope. Come on, stay there. Okay, that's just a pretty rock, I thought. And then there's some more fireweed. There's a close-up of fireweed, and this Devil's Club up here, up front, and that I don't know what the yellow ones are. If you know, leave us a comment. Tell us what those yellow ones were. There's just the mountains up there. Really pretty place. Some of these are just, this is all raw, unedited stuff. I'm just letting you see stuff that the raw footage and stuff, not the end product of any of these. Any of my videos that I do. Ooh, that's all smoke, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, another pretty. So my wife took a lot of these. Yeah, we took that one. Really pretty. This we couldn't figure out what kind of plant that was. We were going to look that up. There it is again. We'll find out. I got a book on Alaskan plants, so it helps me identify a lot of this stuff. As you can see, it's just meadows full of wildflowers this time of year up in the mountains. All kinds of little bitty blooms that I've never seen before, or I've never taken the time to notice before. Let's put it that way. Now that I'm retired, I'm able to notice quite a few things that I didn't when I spent my entire life, working. Now I got time to think about shit. This is a gopher hole. Well, actually, we call them whistle pigs. They look like a gopher, but I think maybe they even are a gopher. I don't know. We always call them whistle pigs because they make this really high-pitched sound. It sounds like a whistle. And there's some mountains around where they were. We got this I really don't know what that is. I'm thinking like it looks like a thistle of some type. So I don't know. There's some more shots. Now this is with a 2,000 millimeter lens. These people were up across the valley, up on the other mountaintop, and I got a shot of them. I thought that's the P900, man. I wish I could get the P1000 with the 3,000 millimeter lens built into it instead of just a 2,000 millimeter lens. I mean, the camera of the P900 and Nikon is awesome. If they would just improve a few little things on it, hell, it'd make a great video camera as well. Here's some like purple flowers. We couldn't figure out what those were. And here's a field of. This is all up around where we go watch the whistle pigs. It was pretty. My wife's a pretty good photographer. There's a little better one with that 2,000 millimeter lens on the P900. I think she was using a Nikon D3300, and I was using the P900 Nikon. These little flowers couldn't have been more than like 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters big, and I took this shot with the P900 and I zoomed in from about 8 feet away in order to fill the frame like this and show them that size. And there's my lovely wife Revis taking photographs. There's a weird flower. We couldn't figure out what that. I think that's a mountain daisy, but I'm not sure. That one there. I don't know. I couldn't figure out what the little purple flowers are. I thought this might be a dwarf dogwood. I know those little white flowers turn into these black berries in the fall. I don't know if they're edible or not, but you know the alpine will be filled with those. That I had no idea what that plant is, but I thought it was pretty. And there's a close up of it. And that's a rock. It's just a neat rock, folks. There's the view over on the willow side of the valley. That's an old diggings over there, an old gold mine. There's an overview of the valley. That's another gold mine down there, active one. And you see this up there, these old tailing trails up to the right there, that mine shaft. That's a pretty good shot of an old mine. That's a shot of down the Willow Valley. There's the workings here, it looks like. And this is one of the failures of autofocus, folks. If you can't afford a really expensive camera with manual focus and you use an autofocus, sometimes this happens to you. What we wanted to focus on was the flower, and what we got was the background. There's some diggings again. There's a good shot of them. Wonder how much gold they got out of that place. And there's another shot of that memorial we found up there. And there's your shot of a little purple flower. We just could not identify what the hell that was. And more shots. And of course there were people parasailing up there. That was pretty neat. We watched them take off and land there for a minute. There's a road going down the other side of the Hatcher Pass. That's a cool drive if you ever make it drive across the pass. There's another shot of the parasailers. And that looks like we've reached the end. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can press the right combination of keys. Da-da-da. Alright. What else would be interesting for you guys? We haven't done. There's a place called Reflections Lake that I did a video about in 2 weeks ago, and 2 or 3 weeks ago we went down there. We went back and went fishing there because we saw so many trout. Now they went and stocked it. So this is what it looks like when you're down at the lake there in a fishing frame of mind. And again, here's a photograph of a out of focus iris. It's like stupid old fucking autofocus. And that's more of the lake. There's your host fishing. And there's an iris. An iris, I think, yeah. And there's lovely Reva fishing. And there's another iris. And it's yet another iris. As you can see, there are lots of irises up there at that lake. Let me see what else I got here for you. Oh, that was... Yeah, okay, here's some more of Reflections Lake. There's actually video and stuff here that I did on my film I did about reflections. Here's some stills. Yeah, let's go. That's a slightly out of focus shot. That's why they call it Reflections Lake, by the way. There's reflections everywhere around it. It's a cool place. The water is so crystal clear you can see the bottom. It's only 3 meters deep at the deepest this lake is. It's only like 3 meters deep. And I thought that, that's a nice reflection. So here's an example. You can shoot right through the. We had a polarizing filter on there. We could have showed you the bottom of the lake, but you can pretty much see through the water. That's how clear it is. And you can see the aquatic life underneath it. We were standing on a bridge that was about 4 foot over the water. There's a really busy shot of Reflections Lake. And I might make a background out of this. I think it's pretty cool. I like duckies. Reflections of the duckies as well. If you notice those. Look over here at the corner. You see the reflections the ducks have. That's sweet. There's a little blue flower there. It's pretty. Along the trail. Just shots. And if you haven't noticed by now, I like to take a lot of flower shots. I don't know why they fascinate me so, but I take a lot of flower shots. Maybe it's the pattern, and because I'm a data engineer, the patterns that I look for patterns in everything. And that is the observation deck out there, so you can climb up there and look at the birds, and then maybe some moose. There might be some moose walking around. I really just enjoy looking at the lines and stuff on this photograph here, like very artsy. There's a picture from up on the observation deck, looking out at the wetlands there. Beer. And there's another one. That's a shot looking on towards the other side of Turnagain Arm there. And this is Wasilla on this side. Palmer's over this way. And there's another shot of the marsh. And this looked pretty cool. There's another shot in the observation deck. Another one. That's another one. You can see all the haze and stuff. Normally, these mountains in the background would be crystal clear and sharp. This is how much smoke is up in the air here. This was about, let's say, a week and a half ago when we took this, maybe a little longer, and the fires have gotten worse since then. I think there's like 178 active fires going on right now, and there's another shot from the observation deck. Here it looks like 2 swans right there. Oh, excuse me. That beer got me. Alright. Yep, those are 2 swans. Weaver said they were there, but I couldn't find them with my camera lens. And there's another shot of Reflections. That's back towards the highway there. And that's part of the lake here. And there's the duckies. And another ducky. And another ducky. And this is the view across the Matanuska River from the Reflections Lake Park there. Wham, wham, wham. Wow. Look at that water, how dirty it is. It's all that glacier silt washing into the ocean from this delta here. This is a huge wide delta. I mean, there's islands everywhere. But the thing is, this is a part of Cook Inlet, and we get like this river will drop 30 feet when the tide goes out, and then it'll come back up. So usually these are mud flats with a trickle of water going through them, except when the tides change. It's more of the same. There's a shot out there towards, in the distance here is Anchorage, way back in the back. And it's just an artistic piece of wood they're laying there. And again, some more of that. That's a cool shot. Yep. That's all smoke. No, wait a minute. That's not smoke. That's water. Yep. That's it. That's the aquatic life in that lake. There's a ducky. There's another out of focus flower head there. Thank you, autofocus. Nikon, you need to do something about that. I love your lenses and your camera bodies and stuff. But you need to work on the algorithm on your autofocus. This is a willow, I think. Or wait a minute, yeah, that's a dwarf willow. So we have dwarf cottonwood trees as well as dwarf willows up here in the mountains. It's pretty weird. Another out of focus one. And that's more of the same lake. We're back to me fishing again. Let's see. What else we got to show y'all? Anything interesting? And I think we went through those. Where did I take those? Okay. This is more photographs from Archangel Valley. Looks like, yeah, when we took a hike up there. Yeah, this Gold Mint Trail in Archangel Valley. Some of the photographs that we took there. Let's go ahead. I'll show you guys them. You'll enjoy these. There's just a patterns of rocks there. Reva takes that picture. That is, I think, that's willow again. And there's, you see, we take a lot of flower pictures. And we need to get the book out and identify these. That looks like one of those wild Arctic roses. And I'm not sure. If you know, put down in the comments. And there's another one, I don't know what type that is. Here's just an example of how weird that smoke makes everything look. If you look at the background here, it kind of looks like you're seeing a double exposure. But actually that's just the smoke causing it to look that way. I thought that was cool anyway. There's a better shot of it. That'd be a cool background on a screen, I think. Ugh. Well, if anybody likes these photographs and they want to purchase a copy of them, they can go to Albury.com or what is it, Shuttercock.com. I got accounts on both of them where I put the stock photo material up there for folks that want to buy it. I do take requests for stock photos, by the way, if you want. something Alaskan that I can get to photographed, let me know. Okay, this we took a hike. What was it, a couple about 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, up to the pass, and we threw our metal detector in there, and we were looking for places up in Goldmint Trail, which is open for recreational mining area. We were looking for places to may possibly get some gold, and that's where that creek is. And here's some more pictures of flowers. And that looks like Archangel Valley there. Here's some wild chrysanthemums. I think these are called wild chrysanthemums. It's either Queen Anne's lace, or it could be cow parsnip, or devil's club. That's, I think, devil's club. It looks like devil's club. With these flower down here, looks like a wild chrysanthemum. Bluebells. Look at the bluebells. Hey. As you can see, there are lots and lots of wildflowers. And there was a little birdie who sat still so I could take his photograph. And more of those. This is a really weird plant. I know I've heard the name of it before, but I can't recall what it is. It just looks really cool. It looks really cool. Oh, there's another shot of it. And there's some cool yellow flowers. Don't know what they are. Oh, what do I hear? I hear thunder outside. We might even get some rain. We're in a drought right now. Had a little bit of rain last night, just barely a little wet the ground. Need a really good soaker. Okay, that's those. I don't know which those are. Now that's a tea rose right there. Those were brought up to Alaska by settlers, and they got out of their gardens. Now they're everywhere, all over everything. They're an invasive species. You find them way up in the mountains, down in the valleys, down by the ocean, every fucking place. Excuse my language. There's one of the nice little creeks that were coming in. We went up in here, and we saw some flakes. Some flake gold up in there, but I wasn't getting anything on the metal detector, so I don't know what might have been pyrite. There's some mosses and stuff. There's a lot of quartz rocks, a lot of mineralized stuff up in there. That's probably why it's a gold area. And that's a shot of the trail. That's the Goldmint Trail. There's little Susitna way up towards its source. There's a pretty flower. There's another pretty flowers. And there's just a piece of tree. More flowers. We love to take flowers, what can I say? And believe it or not, this is broad daylight. This is like 12 o'clock noon. And that's how much smoke there is. There's the creek. There's some more. There's a pretty flower. There's a beaver pond, looks like. Look. More flowers. More smoke. More flowers. Well, I got like 600 shots that we've taken over the last few days or weeks. I'm not going to bore everybody with those. Some of this stuff will be on in videos that have not released yet. Here's a really cool looking place here. This is up Nancy Lakes. This is Nancy Lakes. We're gonna go back up there and do some. This is north on the way to Willow. This is a bunch of different little lakes in this recreational area called Nancy Lakes. And this is a bright sunny day. We went up north here to get away from the smoke, and it worked. We got up to Willow, and it was clear. That was before the Montana Creek fire, which is north of Willow, got going, and all the smoke came from there. But you see, this is a really pretty place to maybe go have a picnic or fish with some trout and grayling in there. It's a pretty place. And this is a couple shots from down on the mudflats in Cottonwood Creek. There's just a shot of some foliage, and here's a shot across the mudflats. Well, this is all wetlands here, full of wildlife. This is the mountains, and look at the smoke. Nothing but smoke. Wherever you go, nothing but smoke. Smoke. We got a handle on these fires, I think, but it's just amazing. It's been a few years since we've had wildfires like that. I think like 15 years ago, the Miller's Reach fire, and I got shots of that somewhere in my archives. I saw flames go up to 30 feet in the air. It was just amazing. Those wildfires are scare the shit out of you. It's like being in hell. Oh. Anyway, don't want none of that around here. That's why I want some rain. Okay, here's a shot, a little more shot. These are the irises that you see everywhere, but this is a variety that's down on the mud flats there. This is all tidal flats here. They get flooded with there's brackish water. This is all brackish water area. And that's it. Okay, let's cut it off for the night. That's enough for the one session. You drive everybody insane. Yeah, we don't want to drive everybody insane. So let me pop up my show links. So, folks, if you want to see more of this stuff, you can. I maintain a website called myalaskanbackyard.com where I try to put links to everything on there, and it's development, but you know how that goes. You get to it when you get to it. It's a hobby. I got a Minds account. You can find some content there. Some stuff that's not everywhere else. BitChute. This is where you should be finding this, because I'm trying to avoid YouTube from now on. And of course, I do have stuff up on YouTube, so you can go look there if you want. But if you're seeing this on BitChute, please subscribe and leave me some comments on if you know what those plants are. If you want to, start a conversation about anything, go for it. The format of this channel here alternates between these type of sessions, bullshit, off the wall sessions, and then my production work that I do, edited films, edited little travel logs type films. So enjoy. Until next time, when you hear this transition song, is it going up? There we go. You know you reached Nirvana. You're going to be with the gods. Sitting with Odin, drinking from curved horns. Adios.